Simmons, now going on this podcast, was saying contemplated retirement, saying that everything got too much for him. His words, not mine. Adam Silver talked him out of it. Is it valid that he should be feeling like he's feeling? And in my estimation, good gosh, no. Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? What ridiculousness is that? And yes, I am aggressive when it comes to this topic, because with Daymond Green, all of this stuff is your own fault. Let me rephrase. All of this stuff is your own fault. Daymond Green, your entire career has been you doing stupid, idiotic stuff in the name of being an enforcer. But this has been building up for years. Non-basketball movements, kicking Steven Adams below the belt constantly, stomping on Domantas Sabonis, choking out Rudy Gobert, punching players, punching your own teammate, Jordan Poole, going out of your way to being a nuisance beyond just getting in your opponent's head. Constantly getting texts, constantly getting in refs' faces, building up your own resume of outright debauchery. That is on you. You are being stupid. I don't know why I've been through this. You are being stupid. You are being dumb. You are being idiotic in your mentality as a basketball player, because you're doing things that aren't basketball in the slightest. Ignorantly going out of your way and making stuff that's not about you. And ignorantly not playing the role of the enforcer, but playing the role of a bumbling fool with how you consistently do idiotic stuff that gets you taken out of the game. It's not even because your teammates are being challenged or somebody's trying to fight Steph Curry. Not even in that realm. Just idiotic stuff for the sake of being stupid. Getting aggressive for no reason. Getting hot because of no reason. I don't know what internal or external factors are making you do this stuff, but it's all stupidity. Saying that this is you being overwhelmed. You are not being overwhelmed. You caused this idiotic situation because your bum self is constantly doing stupid stuff. You should have been in this position. That suspension should have been longer. But you want to go out of your way and say that you are being chastised? The world's going in around you? No. We're going in because you're not doing anything remotely dedicated to basketball. You're not defending Steph. You're not defending Clay. You're not getting roughed up and causing somebody else to do something. You're just jawing at people because you want to. Because you're stupid. We have to call it like we said. You are acting stupid. You are acting like a fool. Like an outright fool. You yourself are making idiotic decisions that have no bearing on the sport of basketball. Yet, it's almost like it's a compulsion. You need to do it for no good reason whatsoever. Daymond Green, you are the problem on Golden State. Beyond just this season. You're one of the biggest reasons why KD went out of the Warriors. You're the biggest reason why you lost Jordan Poole and why that finals window now is officially closed. There is a reason why we are having real concerns that we may not see you on another team if the Warriors decide not to keep you around. And they're starting to get more and more convinced that you aren't worth the trouble. Forget your tenure, your cachet in the organization. You are more hassle than it's worth. You are more pain than pleasure. You are bringing down this team more than you are bringing it up. Your vocal leadership is not balancing out your outright idiotic play that takes you off the floor entirely. And your leadership is starting to go out the window. And no, we shouldn't be questioning Steph's leadership, just like we should never question LeBron's leadership when he had issues on his team. Kyrie and others. It's not Steph's fault for this type of situation. I've said in the past, Daymond Green is supposed to be the heart of this organization. When you're giving this team a heart attack because you are saying you got clots all in you. You're struggling to pump because you're always shutting down or being forced to sit on the bench or being forced to be suspended. You yourself have done irreparable damage to this Warriors organization by yourself, even before this whole suspension thing. Couple that with your egregious play. More and more, your offensive ability keeps on dwindling, and your defensive ability is now relegated to just hacking. Nah, you are not worth the trouble in the eyes of the Golden State Warriors or anybody else in the NBA at this stage in your career. And you don't work with any other team in the NBA. Your skill set is directly correlated to the Warriors' offensive talent. Without them, and without Steph particularly, you are worth nothing on the court. Especially with how your defensive ability continues to wane more and more and more and more. It's not what you think it is. It's not sweet out here for you. It's not a situation where you're still a dog that's barking and biting. Now, when you try to bite somebody, they put up 30 on your head. Jokic, triple-double, easily. Luka, easy. Anybody, easy work on you. And we want enforcers. We want doggedness in the NBA. We want more fervor, more energy. We get that. Rivalries, competitive fire. We want that. That's not what you're doing. You're being stupid. That's it. You're just being stupid. Idiotic and dumb in every facet of the word. Can't get out of your own head or out of your own team's way. You got to do something dumb that makes us all lift our heads in our hands and say, what the world is wrong with you? It's ridiculous. That's what it is. You're acting like a bum. You know that you're doing this, and you still continue to let it happen. Now you say that you want to make it so that you're not going to have this happen anymore. You're going to go out of your way to make it so that this isn't a problem anymore. That's got to be seen to believe. Should have thought about this a while ago. Trying to turn your life around on the court. Now, might be too little too late, because you'll play on top of your reputation, on top of your inability to have your skill sets gel with any other organization in the NBA. Will be nothing but a detriment. And your track record makes you unwanted by everybody. If there is something internally going on, I hope it gets better. That doesn't excuse what you've been doing. That doesn't excuse what you've been actively messing up on. That doesn't excuse your absolute poorish type play and your ignorant outbursts that get you expelled from the league, which I've never seen him give an indefinite suspension. This is not right on your own part, because you are the root cause of it. Don't be looking at anybody else. The only person you can arguably blame is Steve Kerr, because Steve Kerr has let this happen for far too long. He's been the one saying that he is the heart and soul, and he's also the competitive fervor and fire. We got to let Draymond be Draymond. Even Dennis Rodman had his restrictions. And that brother was going out to Las Vegas. He had restrictions that he had to abide by. They understand who they were dealing with, but they also understood that give him leeway, but make it so that he understands what is and isn't allowed. And he abided by it. Got him championships. Became one of them, again, at that stage, even when he was going on a downslope, still a vital piece to that Chicago Bulls team. Still leading the league in rebounding. Still one of the greatest hustle players we've ever seen in the world of the NBA. Daymond Green had his proxy run wild. Was able to do whatever he wanted to do, and now look at what's happening. Steve Kerr didn't establish a requisite line of demarcation, and now Draymond Green ran amok one time too many. Now it's got to matter. Now reality better hit him in the face, and he better recognize and realize this might be his last shot. Not just with Golden State, but for anybody. To pick him up and do something with him. Because right now, when it comes to Draymond Green and having a tenure in the NBA, with his talent degrading as much as it is, defense nowhere close to the defensive player of the year that he once was. A liability on the offensive end if he is not working with Steph. And your turmoil with refs, reputation, and your affinity to getting suspended or ejected. You are not worth our time if we are an NBA franchise. Hence, you're not worth our money. Unless you show something different, you are not worth our time. Because even your good qualities don't outshine your bad ones. Which is hard to say in the NBA. Because we have seen other people that are bums still get contracts, consistently playing. But for you, no, you're on thin ice now. And you better recognize that this is your fault and nobody else's.